Thank you very much and welcome. This is the final debate of the third season of the Intelligence Squared debates. The very first debate that launched the very first season was the resolution, "We must tolerate a nuclear Iran." Well, 3.5 years, almost 4 years have gone by, and Iran today has more influence in many neighboring countries than it had then. It influences in Iraq, it has much more influence in Syria, it has much more influence in Lebanon. It has supplied Hezbollah with more and better rockets aimed at Israel, and it's made huge strides in uranium enrichment and the capability to build nuclear weapons. These developments all challenge vital U.S. interests, the nuclear program perhaps most of all. And atomic weapons don't have to be used to deter U.S., to deter threats of regime change or to deter vigorous response to Iranian provocations like proxy attacks on Israel or in a possible scenario, interference with the flow of oil through the Gulf of Hormuz. But we have to recognize that these developments are rational ways for Iran to enhance their own sense of security and to project their power and influence in their neighborhood. So tonight's debate is not really about whether we should communicate with a hostile Iran, but what we should say. How can we plausibly induce Iran to change course? What costs can we threaten or impose? What inducements can we offer? And finally, what role should diplomacy have in this process? We have a really outstanding panel tonight to shed light on these questions, and it's my pleasure at this point to turn the evening back to John Donvan.
Thank you. And given that this is the conclusion of the third series of Intelligence Squared US and that Robert Rosenkranz started this thing and it's gone into its third year now, I just want to invite one more round of applause for Robert Rosenkranz. Welcome to another Intelligence Squared US debate. I'm John Donvan of ABC News Nightline, and I will be moderating as the four debaters you see sharing the stage here with me at the Caspery Auditorium of the Rockefeller University in New York. Two teams, two against two tables, will be debating this motion: diplomacy with Iran is going nowhere. Now, I want to make clear that this is not a panel discussion or a seminar. This really is a contest. It is a debate. It is a competition of ideas and logic and wit and possibly humor and charisma. We'll see how it goes. But most of all, it's a contest of persuasion, because these debaters are here to change your minds. By the time the debate ends, you will have voted twice, once before the debate begins and once again at the end, telling us whether you side with the motion or against the motion. And we would like to register the preliminary debate right now. If you go to your keypads, once again, our motion is diplomacy with Iran is going nowhere. Press number 1 if you agree with the motion, number 2 if you disagree, and number 3 if you are undecided. And again, at the end of the evening, we'll have you vote again, and the team that has changed most minds from this initial position will be declared our winner. All right, we're locking in the vote, and we're moving forward. And I just want to point out to our radio audience, because they cannot see the hall here, that there's a little bit of a buzz about the fact that one of our guests is the former Vice President of the United States, Dick Cheney, who's about 4 rows up. And it occurs to me, sir, by saying 4 rows up, I may have ruined the undisclosed location rule. I apologize, but I assume that we're past that.